What's going on, guys? How are you? How are you doing? This is Shocks, and this is ShocksCapital YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to show you my full strategy, exactly how I trade. So this strategy that I'm going to show you can work on any asset. You can trade currencies, you can trade indices, you can trade synthetics with this strategy. So if this is something that you want, buckle up and enjoy the ride with me. So I'm going to first show you on the H4, and I'm going to go on the M15 and show you my entry criteria, everything, full transparency. So what I'm going to show you here is how we navigate the H4 first. After identifying and understanding what we do on the H4, I'm going to go ahead and show you how we actually navigate the M15 and show you everything that I do. So I'm going to show you the whole process from the H4 to the M15 and the platform that I use to trade. So here we're on the trading view, and after trading view, I'm going to show you the whole process of how I actually trade in 2025. So if this is something that interests you, buckle up and enjoy the ride with me. So on the H4 here, what we are going to be looking for is very simple. We are going to be looking for the direction or the bias or the trend. So we are going to be understanding where price is going at this particular point, and we are going to be going in sync with whatever price is doing on the H4, and we are going to apply that on the on the M15. So on the H4, we are looking for three structures. This is number one. This is a this is an uptrend where price is actually going up. Then number two, we are going to be looking for a for a downtrend that look like this, which is which is another structure that is going down. Then the structure that we are not going to be concerned about is the consolidating structure, which is this one. So we are going to be more focused on these two structures. If we are going to be seeing this kind of structure, then we are going to abort mission, and you are going not to be trading that particular pattern, right? So from what you are seeing here, you can clearly see that on the on the a higher time frame, if price is going up like this, what we want to do is to be getting our trades as close to the swing lows as possible. And if we are going down like this, we want to be getting our trades as close to the swing highs as possible. So what we are going to be using are very different models, right? Number one, we are going to be looking for an order block. Then number two, we are going to be looking for what we call a fair value gap. So what is an order block and what is a fair value gap? So if we are looking at this particular chart here, you can clearly see that in this region right here, we are going to be seeing what we say is a last opposite candle before the move up. So this is the move up that actually breaks structure. So this is structure that was taken out by this move up. So what we are going to be doing, if you are going with the theme that I have on my trading view here, the up candles are black, then the down candles are red. So it means that when price moves like this, we're going to be looking for the last red candle in this zone, and that is the candle that we're going to mark. So it's the last down candle before an up move, right? And if we are in this scenario where price is going down, we're going to be looking for the last up candle before the down move. So it means that if we are looking at this theme that I have on my trading view, we are going to be looking for the last black candle before a red downpour, right? So what we are going to be doing here is go and look for these order blocks on the H4, and after doing that, I'm going to show you what you should be expecting on this particular chart, and I'm going to show you the past examples that I actually sent in my Telegram and that we actually traded as a group or as a community. So from that, let's just look closely at what a fair value gap is. A fair value gap is a three candle formation that is formed by three candles, right? So it is a gap that is left after three candles have been formed. So if you look at this particular zone, so a fair value gap tells you that there's been a very large volume of orders that has been introduced in a market, and that is shown by by a move that goes up, right, and aggressively. So in that sense, you can clearly see that this is the last week of that candle that goes up. We are looking in this area, right? And the other one is that. So this gap that is formed here is what we call a fair value gap, and you can clearly see what price is doing as it gets to that gap. So you're going to be using fair value gaps and order blocks. And in this same case, you can clearly see that this movement was initiated by this order block, which is in red, that you can clearly see from this particular point. If you move up again, you can clearly see that we have a fair value gap right in this area. We have another a fair value gap here, and we have an order block. So this is an order block. So what is going to determine what you're going to be using to trade is not either the order block or the fair value gap, but it is the pattern that you are going to be finding on the M15 that tells you what you're going to be using. So I'm going to show you these two examples of this fair value gap number one, and this fair value gap, and this order block on the M15, and how we are going to be actually trading. And I'm going to show you the full pattern of how you're going to be using. But right now, let me show you the platform that I'm using to actually trade and to scale up my trading and to make a lot of money compared to what you guys are using currently. So I'm using a prop firm that is called Alpha Capital. So Alpha Capital, as you can see here, it is a prop firm that offers you an opportunity to trade with higher amounts, right? So you can trade an account that is up to $200,000, and what you are going to do is all the profits that you are going to be earning on that particular account that you're going to be choosing, you are going to earn up to 80% of the simulated profits that you're going to be doing. So the process is very simple. What you do is you take an evaluation to prove that you are actually a good trader. After proving that you are actually a good trader, you get that same account that you are being evaluated on, and you can trade that account as your real account, and all the profits, the simulated profits that you're going to be making on that account, you're going to get 80% of all those profits. So this is how it works, right? So what you do is you are going to be trading, and you're going to be choosing either one step, a two-step, or a three-step account. So what you need to do is to choose between these. I prefer a two-step account, and I prefer the 10% one. And from that, I prefer 100,000. So let's say you choose as I have chosen here. Number one, the one step that you're going to be doing is you're going to be analyzing on the first step, right? You're going to be analyzing and trading, and you're going to be targeting only 10% of 100,000 as your profit, right? And you are not going to be losing more than 10%, right? On the second step, you are going to be aiming for only 5% profit target, right? After you pass that 5% and 10%, you are now going to go to qualified trader. And if you are qualified now, you don't have a profit target. Everything that you make, you're going to withdraw 80% of that. So for you to get a $100,000 account, you have to pay an assessment price of $497. But don't worry, I have negotiated for you guys, and what you are going to be doing is you're going to be choosing everything 100,000, right? And you're going to be using a discount code shocks, right? You're going to be using a discount coupon shocks, as you can see here. So you can see, if you write shocks in the discount here and say apply code, instead of paying 497 here, you are going to be paying 447, and you are going to enjoy a discount of nearly $50 by using shocks. So if you want to buy any account on this platform, you are going to be using the coupon code shocks, and after applying that code, you are going to get a discount of 10%. And after you buy this particular account, you are going to enjoy what you are doing. Don't forget to join our Telegram channel so that you follow how we are trading our own account. So let's go back to entries, and I will show you what we are going to do on these entries. And remember, right now I'm going to show you again what is currently happening at this particular order block, and I'm going to drop this in our Telegram, and you can actually follow what is happening. So first of all, let's look at this one, at this particular setup here with the fair value gap, and see how best we could have traded this on the M15. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame and identify what we could have done with that fair value gap on the first one. So this is the fair value gap that we are looking for on the first one. Price got into the fair value gap at this particular zone. What you are looking for is very simple. Let me just show you here before I show you on the chart. We are looking for a pattern that gets us in the order block first, right? Let's say this is your order block, the gray area, right? What you want to do is to see price going to the order block steadily. Then after going to the order block, we want to see it breaking a high like that. After breaking a high, we want to see it retesting that particular zone. And after retesting, that is what you're going to be using. And you're going to be using what we call a limit, right? You're going to be using a buy limit at this particular zone. You put your stop loss at this particular behind this low, right? Just below this low. And after that, you're going to go for 1 in 2. You don't have to be greedy. You're going for 1 in 2. If you are risking $1,000 on a 100,000 alpha capital account, you're going to go for 2%, right? Which means you're going to make 2,000 if you win the trade, and you're going to lose $1,000 if you lose the trade. So this is how you're going to be doing. So here you be having what you call a breaker block. So that breaker block is going to guide you in where to put your in where to put your limit. So let me just show you here quickly. So what you want to do here is to identify the breaker, which is right at this point. This candlestick is your breaker. After price goes away, what you're going to be doing is to set your limits just on top of that breaker. And as you can see here, price just came and got you in the trade. So this would have been your stop loss, and you were going to go for 1 in 2. Remember, 1 in 2, or you were going to target any highs that are onto your onto your left. And this was my 1 in 2.65. And as you can see, this is how the price moved away and got you into the money. So that being said, let's just go and look at another one, which is this one. This was another fair value gap right here. So let me just mark it up like this so that you can clearly see what is happening. So another fair value gap. What is price doing here? What price is doing is very simple. Price just breaks a what? Just breaks a high at this particular point. Breaks a high. Price goes up, and what are you doing? You are marking a what? You are marking a breaker. So this becomes your breaker at this particular point. Where is price? Price is actually retesting this breaker at this particular point. And what do? You put your limits at this particular zone, and your stop loss is just going at this low right here. So at this particular low here is where your stop loss is going. And remember, you're going for 1 in 2. And remember, this is 1 in 2.68. And as you can see, price went up and just missed your TP by a whisker there, went down again, and in the New York session, it pushed up and got you to where you wanted to be. So just have to be patient. And what you have to know is that price is going to either hit your take profit or your stop loss. Remember, this is a more than 50% strategy. So you are going to recoup your money even if you hit your 1% stop losses. So that being said, let's just go back to the H4 and look for the other pattern. And after that, we are going to go back to what to look at it on. So let's look at this one. So this was the order block. This is what we were looking for, right? This was the order block that we want to look for, and how we could have gotten a trade in this messy environment. So that's very easy, right? What we are going to do is very simple. Again, we are going to be looking at our trade from that particular zone, and we are going to simplify everything, right? So from what you are seeing here, you can clearly see that price got into the order block, right? What does it do next? It breaks a high like that. Breaks a high. What are you looking for? You are looking for a breaker. So this is your breaker, right? This is your breaker, and you are setting your limits at the breaker, right? Don't worry, price will get to your breaker, right? So your limit is here, and remember, this is gold, and remember, you can trade this on any pair that you choose to trade it on, right? And you're going for 1 in 2, and if you go for 1 in 2, this is what is going to be looking like. So you're going for 1 in 2, and this is how it's going to be looking like, and you have won your trade as simple as that. And guys, just know that I'm going to get an account on Alpha Capital. After getting an account, I'm going to show you everything I'm going to do on that account from phase 1 to phase 2 up to the funded stage. And I'm going to show you as I withdraw the profits, everything that I'm going to do with that account. So make sure you subscribe and make sure you like this video, so that when I start dropping that series where I'll be showing you all the trades that I'm going to be taking and all the trades that I'm going to be enjoying on Alpha Capital, you make sure not to miss that series. So I'm going to show you full transparency, every trade that I'm going to take, and I'm going to explain every process of what I'm looking for, how I'm trading it, and you don't want to miss that, and you learn a lot from that. And make sure that you are following me, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, so that you don't miss anything on this particular journey that I'm planning for you. So this is the current price action. This is exactly what price is doing at this particular zone. Now, this is the current price action, and as you can see, price has already taken out that high, And from here, what you see is simple. You want to see price getting back to this one, to this zone. And this is going to be what? Your stop loss just below there. And you are going to go for the next high or 1 in 2. So I'm going to go for 1 in 2, 4, 5 at this particular zone. What am I going to do here? I'm going to what? I'm going to set a limit at this particular zone. And I'm going to set my stop loss just below here and go up like that. So this is how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to see how this actually goes. So what I want to see is price getting back, take me in at this particular zone. This is my stop loss, and I want it to go for 1 in 2, and I'm going to be risking $1,000 here. I want to go for 2,000, as easy as this. So this is how you do it, guys. And if this is something that you enjoyed, make sure to share this video with other traders. Make sure to like, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you are going to be trading like this. So this is a very good strategy, and I'll see you on the next one when we are talking about more strategies on how to trade in this environment. So I'll see you guys. Bye bye. Shocks out.